It's time now for the Bear Chill 4 o'clock news on this Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening, July 23rd, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins, and good afternoon here. And now your news headlines at our top story at 4 o'clock here on this Thursday afternoon, going into Thursday evening here, is the border between the United States and Mexico got a visitor this afternoon. Donald Trump, the GOP presidential contender, landed to the border city of Laredo, Texas, to tour the border and give remarks. Astronomers using NASA's Kepler Space Telescope announced Thursday that they discovered the most Earth-like planet yet orbiting a distant star like Earth's own sun, breaking into a dozen of the number of small worlds potentially suitable for life spotted elsewhere. Hempstead, Texas, Secretary of Planet Autopsy says no injuries consistent with violent homicide, some with suicide. Bernie Sanders will communicate via Amman, Jordan. The United States and Turkey have reached an agreement in which manned and unmanned American warplanes will carry out airstrikes against the Islamic State from Incirlik Air Base in southern Turkey near the Syrian border. Secretary of State John Kerry went before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee today in the first major hearing on the Iran agreement. Despite over Greece's latest European rescue deal are pushing Syriza towards a split after a parliamentary vote exposed, for the second time in a week, sharp division between the Prime Minister and the ultra-leftist rebels. Boys in village of Kilgilla, the hometown of Obama's father, walked home from school and watched as Kenyans ridiculed CNN for calling the country a hotbed of terror. Baghdad, U.S.-trained Iraqi forces are preparing to launch an assault on the Islamic State in the Iraqi city of Ramadi. Defense officials said on Thursday in a key test of Obama's administration's strategy for defeating the militant group. A 15-year-old boy has pleaded guilty at London's Old Bailey and incited terrorism by encouraging the murder of police officers during an Anzac Day parade in Australia. Centennial, Colorado. Jurors in a Colorado movie massacre trial found on Thursday that the prosecution had proved the aggravating factors that the state had argued to make in 2012 rampage as so heinous that the government, James Holmes, deserves to be put on death. A rusty mud-caked sedan pulled from the bottom of the lake in the foothills of the North Carolina mountains could bring closure to the family of a retired airman who disappeared 43 years ago. The trial with a South Dakota man accused of harassing American Indian children with racial slurs and spilling beer on him at a hockey game has ended, but the judge says he won't issue a decision for several weeks. Philadelphia, a 10-year professor at Pennsylvania University who have previously questioned that the Holocaust and called for Israel's destruction and is now making incendiary remarks about Jews, women, and gays. Japanese publisher Nikkei, incorporated by the Financial Times from London-based publisher Pearson plc, the company confirmed on Thursday. Washington, the number of Americans filing a new application for the unemployment benefits last week dropped to the lowest level in more than 41.5 years, suggesting that the labor market maintained a steady pace of job growth in July. New York Upper Bay is recalling 31,000 stores and seats because of the choking hazard, saying children can bite off a piece of the stores from Rossburg and federal regulators. Wall Street fell to the third state on Thursday following disappointing results and forecasts from companies including 3M. The Dow, end of the day, 17,730.61, down 120.43, S&P 500, 2102.17, down 11.98, and NASDAQ 5,146.41, down 25.36. Cape Canaveral, Florida. A Russian source directly carried a three-man crew barn for the International Space Station blasted off on Wednesday from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, and NASA TV broadcast showed. It may be hard to believe that snakes once had legs for the beady-eyed reptiles are commonly accepted to have evolved from the lizards. Two native studies published in This Week in Nature and Science are battling over true origins of Native American ancestry. Both papers suggest contradictory interpretations of the new progressive finds on remote populations living in the South. Astronomers using a John Reed telescope at the Cuman Desert of Chile have started the star forming hotspot in the opposite side of the galaxy that was still growing when the universe was just 800 years old. Chemotherapy being made worse than quality of life for some cancer patients who are near death, a new study finds. It's revenge to the roll, a widespread salmonella outbreak linked to sushi repeatedly infected 62 people in 11 states, according to Newport in the U.S. Here telling us on 4-5-10 for a sports report. The Boston Red Sox will be trying to salvage the final game of a 3-game series against the Houston Astros, try to get a game out of this disastrous road trip as they square off against the Houston Astros in the finale 3-game series. Game time 8:10 p.m. with Wade Miley, the man for the Red Sox. Here. Okay, other scores man majors here. No score in the bottom of the first between the Oakland Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. No score in the bottom of the first between the Los Angeles Angels and Minnesota Twins. Top of the evening, Detroit Tigers, Seattle Mariners, Saturday 2-2 apiece. The New York Yankees over the Baltimore Orioles, 9-3. The first trade of what we call done season has been made with the Houston Astros driven and started rotation by the added addition of left-hander Scott Kazmir from the Oakland Athletics. The chances that a negotiated settlement of Tom Brady's appeal for his 4-game deflategate suspension will be completed between the NFL and the Players Union are viewed by some as small connectivity to the case, while the sentiment among others. Lou Lamoriello, the newly appointed general manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs, says he hopes to turn the team around to the summit that fans deserve. Not only is Mike Tomlin one of the most stable coaches in the league, he's only one of the richest, according to Jeremy Fowler. ESPN, new deals worth at least $7 million a year. Here, telling news time. 4-6. 7 for a travel report here. Route 4 stolen bullfence from Exeter to North Kingston. 130 in the westbound side. So before Route 1 here. Route 1 and bullfence also for the Narragansett stretch. Jamestown and Newport bridges are looking good here. Up and down here. 95 on the northbound side of it. So after Route 37 in Warwick all the way up to before Route 10 in Crescent, and then it's slow from 95 northbound from Route 10 in Crescent all the way to downtown Providence here. 95 southbound slope to Tech Desk goes all the way to downtown Providence here. 146 on the southbound side, so before Route 95 downtown Providence here. 95 northbound, slow for the Pawtucket at Scurvs here. 195 on the westbound side, it is slow from 195 on the westbound side, it is slow from East Providence all the way to downtown Providence here. 146 on the northbound side, so from 295 Lincoln to North Smithfield here. 195 on the eastbound side, so from Route 103 in Somerset all the way up to Fall River here. Out in the Cape here, Route 3 on the southbound side, slow before Route 6 in Sagamore. Bourne Bridge on the southbound side, it is slow on the southbound end. Route 20 on the northbound side, it is slow from Bourne all the way up to before the Bourne Rotary here. Route 6 in Bullfriend, slow after Route 134 in Dennis. Route 6 on the westbound side, slow from Route 137 in Brewster to Route 124 in Brewster here. 24 on the southbound side, slow from Route 495 to Route 44 in Raynham area here. 495 southbound, slow from 24 Raynham Bridgewater to before Route 44 in Middlebury here. 44 on the westbound side, so from Route 58 in Carver to Route 105 in Middlebury here. 95 and 24 on the southbound side, slow after Route 128. Route 3 on the southbound side, slow from the Braintree split to Union Street in Braintree here. 24 on the southbound side, slow around Route 27 in Brockton here. 128 on the southbound side, it is slow from Route 1 in Norwood all the way up to East Avenue in Dedham, and 127 hit the brakes again from 95 in Kenton all the way out to Route 24. Two then exited on 120 in the southbound side after Route 138 here, and then 120 in the southbound side. Slow from Randolph down up to Braintree split, 120 in the northbound side, so from Braintree split all the way up to Route 24 here. 120 in the southbound side, it's so from Route 3 in Burlington all the way out to Route 9 in Wolseley here. Southeast Expressway slow on both ends from the Braintree split all the way out to the Massachusetts Turnpike. Both ends at slow from Logan Airport all the way up to Route Southeast Expressway. Mass back in the eastbound side. It is slow from Boston University all the way up to the Logan Airport. Mass back in the westbound side. Slow from Route 93 all the way out to Newton here, and then hit break in Mass back in the westbound side from 120 in the west and all the way out to Natick here. Doing an accident on 120 in the southbound side here. 120 on the northbound side. So from Route 20 Waltham all the way out to Route 95 in Peabody here. 120 in the southbound side, so from 225 in Bedford all the way out to Route 9 in Wolseley here. Route 2 in the eastbound side, so before the Fresh Pond Parkway. Get an accident on Route 2 before the Fresh Pond, so expect some delays here. 120 in the southbound side, it is slow from Linfield all the way out to Reading here. Mass back in the westbound side, it is slow before Route 495 Westbury here. 290 in the westbound side, so for Route 190 to Route 9. 146 in the northbound side, it's slow before 290. 290 in the eastbound side, so slow before Route 146 here. 195 in the northbound side, it is slow from 290 all the way up to Route 62 in Hudson here. 195 in the northbound side, it is slow from after Route 225 in Westford all the way out to Route 3 in Low 495 southbound side, so from 93 in Andover all the way out to Route 38 in Billwick here. 195 in the northbound side, it is slow from Route 114 in Lawrence all the way out to Route 213 here. 195 in the southbound side, it is slow from Route 97 in Haver all the way out to before Route 213 in Methuen here. 195 in the northbound side, get an accident in Lawrence, so expect some delays here. Another action of 195 step round around Route 3 and also expect some delays here. Going up the ranch here. 93 in the northbound side. It is slow around Route 3 and Salem, New Hampshire here. Everett Turnpike is a little slow around the Manchester Boston Regional Airport here. 95 in the southbound side, a little slow around the Hampton Tolls, around Route 101 in Hampton, New Hampshire here. Spalding Turnpike slow for the Newington stretch here. 95. Up in Maine on the main turnpike, it is looking good from York all the way up in Augusta via Portland. And we got a few slow spots on Route main turnpike on the southbound side around the Auburn stretch. Otherwise, a smooth sailing commit up in the main turnpike here. Looking at MBTA alerts there at 410. So on SL4 expense for moderate delays due to traffic. SL5 expense for moderate delays due to traffic here. On the Khmer Rail. It's looking good and the ferries are looking good. Perry telling news times now. 411 it is 7.5 weather report here. Tonight, mostly cloud skies are gradually becoming close skies. We're lower on 56 degrees. Westward about 3 to 6 miles an hour here. If you are going to the D. Firefighters Carnival at DL School in Norton, it is looking good. Friday, isolated showers before noon and 3 p.m. Then scattered showers and thunderstorms after 3 p.m. Some storms produce small and gusty winds. Mostly sunny skies about 80 degrees. Northwest with about 5 miles an hour. Anticipation 30%. No rain from outlets. Let's check them out. Possible thunderstorms here. Friday night, scattered showers and thunderstorms before 7 p.m. Then isolated showers between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Patch back after 5 a.m. Was mostly sky, low end 38 degrees and calmly becoming precipitation 30%. No person from outlets. Check time out. Possible thunderstorms here. Saturday, patch back before 7 a.m. Was both parts of sky about 79 degrees and enough for about 3 to 6 miles an hour here. Saturday night, slight touch of showers. After midnight, mostly sky, low about 6 degrees and east with about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Precipitation is 20%. Sundays, touch of showers with a thunderstorms as possible up to 11 a.m. Mostly sky, low about high about 78 degrees here. Precipitation is 40%. Sunday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms before 11 p.m. Then chance of showers between 11 p.m. and midnight. Then scattered showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Mostly sky, low at 65 degrees and precipitation 50%. Monday, chance of showers. Part sky about 81 degrees. Precipitation 40%. Monday night, chance of showers. Otherwise, mostly sky Monday night, low at 65 degrees. Tuesday, most of the podcast got about 85, about 65 degrees. Wednesday, most of the podcast got about 90, about 68 degrees. And for Thursday, most of the got about 89 degrees. Not temperature at 412, 80 degrees with a humidity 41%. It's clear skies. That's me for the Bear Channel. 4 o'clock due to this July 23rd, 2015 hours for late night report. Ratchet Sports Night right to the Red Sox Astros game. Have a good evening.